Hey guys, it's Marissa at kitchentablestamper.com. We are in video number 2 of a Stamp-A-Stack series. This is our Share a Milkshake Stamp-A-Stack. It is a Wonder Recipe number 6 Stamp-A-Stack, and this is video number 2. So what that means is if you didn't join us in video number 1, you might want to take a look back, because in video number 1 we cut our designer series paper for the second design. So we took 2 gorgeous Country Floral Lane designer series paper 6x6. We cut them according to Wonder Recipe number 6, and now we're going to deal out the pieces to make our next 3 cards. So in video number 1 we cut our paper and we made Life is Sweeter with You. Aren't these gorgeous? And in this video, we are going to make Celebrate. And this is, we'll make 3 copies of this card. All right, now there are optional class packets that are available while supplies last. I have a limited number of these. They've got what you need to make your 5 cards with lots of extra supplies to play. So you'll have 1/4 of a pack of Country Floral Lane designer series paper, a 1/2 spool of the Early Espresso suede ribbon, a 1/2 package of the Elegant Faceted Gems, 3 yards of linen thread. We are going to use the stripe and the X's and O's, but you'll have lots of extra paper to make some more cards. And then our card kits have the envelope. Then you'll find the scored card base inside of the envelope. We do the die cutting, basic die cutting for you. And we do not do the stamping or die cutting from the featured bundle. The featured bundle is Share a Milkshake. You can pick that up at marisaalvarez.stampin'em.net, or just give me a call or a text or an email if you want help ordering. And there's 5 card kits. You get your white cardstock for stamping all your milkshakes and ice creams, and sweet sorbet and early espresso for your die cutting. And then, you know, usually I put a little something extra in there, but we won't talk about that right now. So that's the optional class packet. kitchentablestamper.com/shop to check that out. There's also a coordinating stamp camp. Now the stamp camp is available online only for $24.95 or with the packet for $54.95. And in that class, you'll make 2 treats and a fun folds card and 2 additional card designs. All right, the optional class packet. If you purchase both the Stamp-A-Stack, Share a Milkshake Stamp-A-Stack class packet, and you purchase the Share a Milkshake Stamp Camp packet, you'll receive the online class for the Stamp Camp for free, plus the treats and the Camp Want a Stamp badge. All right, enough review. Let's get to this card, shall we? All right, so our cards are mint macaron. They're 8.5 by 5.5. They're scored at 4 1/4 for you. And the die cutting is this little tag from Tailor Made Tags Dies. It's the littlest with the clip corner. And we're going to run this through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and emboss the full card front. Now, you can absolutely cut a card front for this if you're not comfortable embossing the entire front of the card. You'll just need a piece of mint macaron that you can run through and then adhere like a card front. I love the edge to edge embossing. If you've been following me for any time at all, you know that I do this edge to edge all the time, and I just really love the way that it looks, but it has to be done with caution. Let's grab our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and I'll show you. We're going to pop the machine in the view here, add number 1 and 3, because this is a regular standard embossing folder. And then we're going to add the card to the folder. I like to put the card so that the edge is along the Stampin' Up line, and so that the fold is just inside the folder. That way we get that edge to edge. We don't have any little break at the end before the fold and we don't have a design that goes uphill or downhill. Then I'll slide the back of the card into the machine and you're going to square this up. You want this fold to be well within the platform. All right, so it's going to be very important to keep that squared up as you go. Pop your other number 3 and then into the machine. Now as you're going into the machine, you're going to feed this until it won't go anymore without cranking, and you're going to double check that there's space between your folder and the edge of the machine, and that there's space between your folder and the edge of the machine here. Give a crank, and now you've got a safe pass for your folder and edge to edge texture, which I just really love. This is the gingham embossing folder. You can use any folder you like, but if you'd like to get the gingham embossing folder, you know, maybe pick it up with the Share a Milkshake bundle. You can buzz over to marissaAlvarez.stampinup.net. All right, we're gonna do that to all 3 of our Mint Macaron cards for this design. And then we're gonna adhere our designer series paper. Now you can do them how you like. I just toggled them and I did left, left, left. You see, like I alternated, and then alternated all my milkshake and ice cream colors too. So each card kind of has its own flavor. Let's go ahead and do that. Got this Country Floral Lane paper, and we're going to use some liquid glue. You could use some CO Plus here or some Fast Fuse. You want something that has a little bit of a grip because of the texture on the card. And we're going to just kind of toggle these. I like the left one a little bit higher, the right one a little bit lower, and then I'll do 2 of them this way and 1 of them with the petal pink on the other side. I really love Wonder Recipe number 6. Be sure to check out the blog, kitchentablestamper.com. Get the printable Wonder Recipe number 6. It's in the blog post right below the embedded video. And then be sure to check out the right-hand sidebar for the drop-down menu of all the Wonder Recipes. We have 21 Wonder Recipes. There's 6x6 designer series paper, 1-sheet Wonder cutting diagrams. And then you can sort for any of the 21 Wonder Recipes and see tons of ideas of cards made with those recipes. So really a great tool to keep you, cutting up that designer series paper, right? We tend to kind of hoard it as paper crafters. All right, let us get some ink pads and a Stampin' Pierce mat. We're gonna do some stamping. Okay, a couple of things to note here. We're going to need 3 milkshakes and 3 little bowls of ice cream. I want to show you, I've got petal pink, sweet sorbet. This sweet sorbet is stamped off. And then all of my cherries and all of my straws are real red. That gives cohesion to the whole collection. Of course, you can mix that up if you like. This is full strength petal pink. This one's stamped off. You can see we've got Mint Macaron and Sweet Sorbet for this one. Petal pink stamped off, Mint Macaron for the dish. Here is a Sweet Sorbet Petal Pink combination with the Mint Macaron glass. We're going to make a milkshake like this one. So let's grab some white cardstock here. And I'm only going to do 1 on the video, but let me show you. I did prepare a few ahead. So here is one of our sets, and here is another one. So cute. All right, let's go ahead and start with our greeting. Got celebrate. We're going to do all 3 tags with celebrate. You want the loop on the left, and I did early espresso. I love this little celebrate, and of course it could be anything that we're celebrating. So these cards are just kind of nice to have on hand for any sort of a good news. We're gonna do a Mint Macaron glass this time, and I'm gonna do the glass details, ink, and then stamp full strength. Then we're gonna take the glass and some scratch paper. I love my little grid paper. Use this all the time. We'll ink up and then tap off. Oh, that one looks a little lumpy. Tap off and then stamp over. We're gonna line up the landmarks. When I say that, I'm looking for the right lower corner of the glass, then the right upper corner of the glass, and then the shadow at the little stem. I want to make sure that those are all lined up. 1, 2, 3. And that's how we get the best two-step stamping there. Now for our milkshake top, we're going to do early espresso, but we're going to need another one of these for the ice cream in the dish. Got my simple chamois here, so let's swipe this off and we can change colors. I'm going to leave it to dry for just a second. Make sure it's clean. And I'm going to stick to my sample here with this color combination pretty close. So let's take petal pink and we're going to ink up the glass details. This is for the little ice cream dish. And then we're going to do the same thing like we did for the milkshake glass. We'll ink up the full image and then we'll tap off and then stamp. Much better. And then do a real red straw for my milkshake. And I showed you guys this in video number 1. We did a couple of extra cherries when we were doing some thank you cards. So I've got some real red cherries. I'm gonna get one for each of these dishes. Then our ice cream for the dish. I'm gonna do that one in sweet sorbet. I'm gonna stamp off my sweet sorbet. So we'll just tap it off and then stamp. Ah, so cute. All right, so we've got our ice cream left for our milkshake. And got petal pink here. Let's do this one full strength. And now let's do some die cutting. Let me slide these guys out of the way. I like to try to get 1 pass per card, but we need 2 cherries and we need 2 of this ice cream scoop. So it's going to take 2 passes through the machine. So let's go ahead and organize this so we can fit it on the platform, as many parts as we can for 1 pass. We need some sweet sorbet to do the little hearts. The hearts are from the Share Milkshake dies. We're just going to use 1 of the hearts, either the big one or the medium one. So you can do 1 pass of this for 2 cards. Okay, we got it all set up for our first pass. Notice that we're going to have to do the other little ice cream and the other little cherry. So 1 pass. And there's our bits. Okay, we've got all of our bits. Let's get the machine out for just a minute and let's work on our tag. So we've got this little celebrate tag. You've got gorgeous early espresso suede ribbon in your kit. You're gonna need maybe 3-4 inches, not much. Just a little tiny bit will do. We're gonna loop through the tag, cut it off. Then you've got about 3 yards of linen thread also in your kit. We're gonna tie this together with a bow of linen thread. Get some really great texture going on here. There we go. Isn't that cute? I love having both textures, the suede ribbon tails and the pretty little twine bow. I don't know, that reminds me a little bit of ice cream cones with the natural color of the twine. All right, then we've got our hearts. Got the 3. You'll use the big ones and the medium ones for this. And we're gonna decorate the tag. So I'm gonna grab a dot here. We've got a mini glue dot, and I'm going to pop the glue dot on the back of the heart, pop the heart on the knot. And then, just to kind of further secure this, I'm gonna bring in my mini Stampin' Dimensionals, put a half a mini dimensional right on the edge of the tag, and then secure that. So it's got the glue dot on the knot with the ribbon, and then it has the dimensional on the tag to further secure it. Okay, you're gonna do that with all 3 of your tags, and then let's get them added to our cards. All right, so here's our sample. We're gonna put that down kind of low on the card. We'll use liquid glue on the back of the tag. Just pop that on. Now let me show you an easy way to assemble your milkshakes. We're gonna take the espresso topping with a little bit of glue and glue it to our petal pink. Slide the straw into the slot. Then we're going to take the glass and a dimensional. We're going to put a dimensional on the back left top of the jar or of the glass. Then we're going to adhere the ice cream layers. Now that's going to stick the straw to the dimensional. Do you see that? So now the straw is secure. Let's add the cherry to the front. Little dab of glue on the bottom of the cherry. Add that to the front of the milkshake. Flip over to the back again, and let's add some more dimensionals to reinforce. I'm gonna put a little mini one right where the cherry meets the shake. Mini one down at the bottom. And I got a couple of split dimensionals here. Now we're gonna do the same thing for our little dish of ice cream. Grab a dimensional, put it on the back of the bowl so that it sticks up over the top edge. Adhere the little scoop, little dab of glue on the cherry. Now, as you're doing this for Stamp-A-Stack, you're going to need 5 milkshakes and 3 little bowls of ice cream to finish this if you just do the cards that come in the kit. Now there's lots of paper and you can make more cards, of course, so think about that. But when you start with the end in mind and make all your little milkshakes, all your little ice cream bowls, all your tags, and stamp all your greetings, and work in batches. You'll get these cards done so quick, you won't even believe it. It'll be enjoyable and a quick craft working in batches. So now we're gonna remove the dimensionals. Everything's all held together in one piece. Pop our little milkshake on. I love this color combination. And then our little bowl of ice cream. So cute. Don't you love it? All right, let's get the other copies all caught up. All right, to finish up our stack here, one last touch. We've got the elegant faceted gems, and you can do as many or as few as you like here. I did 5 on each of these cards. 3 could be sufficient if you wanted to put just the 3 up here at the top. I'm going to do a large, a small, and then a large kind of up here, and then we've got the 2 down low. Of course you can do less if you want to. Let's get the colors all mixed up. I did the pink, now we'll do white. There's pink, white, and clear, and they're faceted and just really gorgeous. Each one of the colors matches perfectly with this Stamp-A-Stack. Let's do the clear this time. And we'll just put one here, kind of down low, and then a big one, a little one, and a big one. All right, that's it. We have stamped a stack of Share a Milkshake cards. If you guys have any questions about the project, if there's anything I can do to help you stay crafty, email marissa@kitchentablestamper.com to see if there are class packets available for either the Share a Milkshake Stamp Camp, to get the Share a Milkshake Stamp Camp online class, or to find the Share a Milkshake Stamp-A-Stack class packet, buzz over to kitchentablestamper.com/shop and shop Stampin' Up! 24/7. Buzz over to marissaelvarez.stampinup.net. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.